night. Wet, 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 your water. Shut the door. Water. 1 gallon of water. Down in the eye. Tastes so sweet, your water. Water. So much sweetness in your body. Dilute it. It tastes so sweet, you are killing me. You better throw some water, some water, some water, yeah. Baby, I've been round and around the world, and I've hooked up for some of the finest girls. But just one taste of you knock me out my shoe. Let's make some me and you. Oh, visions in my head, in and out I'm sliding. I never felt like this before. Oh no, tastes so sweet, your water in me. Water, so much sweetness in your body. Dilute it, it tastes so sweet, you are killing me. You better choose some water, some water, some water.
Okay, everybody. Good day, good day, good day, good day. This is Shandy, sweet and fluffy like pink cotton candy. We are here in studio right now. Oh, sure. I do want to turn on your mic. Let me turn on everybody's mic.
Thank you.
Today we have a very special episode.
Special.
Very special episode.
Very special.
And I have in studio with me, voice of God, aka Kareem.
Yes, ma'am.
And then we have a very, very special guest in the building.
Yes.
You gonna put his camera on? Or you gonna wait?
You want to put his camera on right away? You want to do that?
Nah, we usually wait.
Let's leave them in suspense just for a little.
Yeah. You want me to read out the bio first and then we'll put the camera
All I
on?
have to say is just big speaker. That's it. That's all I gotta say. You could do the bio, and then we'll put him on camera.
All right, cool. So today we have a very special guest in the building. This gentleman name, some of you may know him as the Stinger Man. Some may know him as Skarpyon.
Hey.
Some may also know him as Sharon Williams from Mespo. True?
Yeah, man.
From Simonton and the Grenadines. He's a celebrated raga soca artist, songwriter, and cultural ambassador known as the Crossover King. His career began in the Junior Calypso competition in the early 1990s, and he has since earned multiple Vincy Mas titles, including the Raga Soca Monarch and the Road March title, with hits like On Fire, Looking Fine, Turn the Lights Down Low, Leave Me Alone with James E.P., and so on and so on. He's renowned for blending soca with diverse musical styles. Skarpyon has brought Vincentian culture to stages across the world, with a catalog spanning fan favorites and soca lovers all across the world. I ran through the list already, so I'm not gonna go through it. In recent years, he has Big Road, Caribbean Girls, No Talk, and Living Conditions, which is one of my favorites. I'm gonna throw that in there.
Why is that one one of your favorites?
Shut your mouth. He continues to dominate the raga soca scene within Simonton and the Grenadines and worldwide. We welcome to the Wash Chubble table, Mr. Skarpyon himself.
Well, this is a great pleasure. And you know how long I've been trying to get on this. But every time I come here, just like I jump out and jump in.
Yeah,
but
you
this
stay
time,
too short of a time.
So this time, I decided to stay in. I'm
You
not
know, that's the
jumping
same complaint my girl have about me. She said I just jump out and jump. Yeah, too fast.
I need to fix these
You gotta
things,
fix that, boy.
fellas.
So that's why I fix it this time around.
You
I
fix
like
it.
that. I like that.
Because, it's very important, to celebrate. It is important when people want to celebrate your music with you.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Shandy been asking, Skarpyon, when are you going to come? And this time I'm here. So
I appreciate that.
This is one of the greatest time in my life in Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shandy talking to you.
Listen to me, my friend. Well, I mean, and of course, meeting my brethren.
Yeah.
Who Mr. The cream of the crop.
Yeah. I like that.
From Grenada.
Yes.
And I'm happy that you have a favorite Skarpyon. It means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here today, and we're gonna have a great time. Anything you need to know, I'm here to tell you.
Yeah. I have a good friend that lives on 95th. Loves Big Road too.
Yes.
There's a Vincy family that stays next door, and they be pounding the hell out of that song.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? I want to tell you something. Most people might not know it. I love that song too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love
I
the
would
song.
think you love all your songs.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No, I do.
Oh. I'm like, what?
Wait, what? I've never heard an artist like ever
my
say
God.
like,
So,
you know
I
what?
mean, you know-
I released a song, but I don't really like it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but it happens though. You know?
Yeah.
But I do love all my songs. I do, because the reason why I say that, I do put effort into what that song is.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I mean, when I say effort, I appreciate when that thought comes, and when I'm working the process, I really take my time to fine tune it and make sure that it sells. You know what I mean?
So one thing I'm gonna admit is that behind the scenes, like before we started this,
Right.
I was really impressed. I don't even know if impressed is the right word, but surprised a little bit by your enthusiasm for your craft.
Right.
I don't see, a lot of artists. We do get a few artists coming through here, but most people is like,
Yeah.
But the enthusiasm and the excitement that you showed for
Right.
for your projects, like, yo, that song, right?
Yeah, no, it's true.
I
You know?
don't see that much.
Right,
And I think it's amazing that, I know you've been doing this for
Right.
a while, but you're still so hype and excited by your music, and
Yes.
that's amazing to see.
Yeah, because I'm very honest in terms of when I creating. As if I don't feel it, I will go back to the drawing board, because
Yeah.
sometimes you may have an idea, and the music might not be right, but it doesn't mean that you cannot make some adjustment. And I've learned over the process where I went to studio many times and record a track, and there were like faults in it,
Right.
in the recording, and I felt so good with that particular recording. But then the producer would tell me, well, listen, Skarpyon, if this song hits because it has a fault, it gonna be you will have to do it over at that time.
Do it right or do it over.
So do it. No, listen, there was a song, Turn the Lights Down Low. I cried when I have to do over that song.
Are you serious?
I swear. And so the version that you're hearing is the actual the sing over or the do over. The first, the one that I had, I thought that was the best vocals I've done since in my career. And when I heard that there's a fault in the recording, there's a crack in some glitches.
Yeah.
And he told me, he said, listen, people love this song. Well, before it came out, other person heard this song and said, yo, this song could be the next Kevin Little.
Right.
It was after Kevin Little turned me on, because he did get signed to VP Records, And when Cherry told me, Skarpyon, you will have to sing over that song, I said, what do you mean? He said, hey, me, all I can't fix it. Hear me trying, but it's still there. I said, but I can't do that again. Because that day was a beautiful day. I had done the recording by Zoe, Great
Okay.
Z. And listen, when you hear the vocals, because it was a nice day, my vocals was great. And I said, I can't do it like that. So Cherry said to me, he said, do it over. I know you won't be as good as how you done it before, but try your best. When he said that to me, I was like, that's good. That was the motivation. I said, nah, I could do this better. So that version that you're hearing, Turn the Lights On, that's the version.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that taught me to, as I said, to be honest with my recordings. If I don't feel it's good, go to the drawing board again. Do it over or scrap it and do it again. You know what I mean? So that's why my friends saw the enthusiasm that I have when I say, oh, this one, because I know I put the effort into it, and I'm confident in myself that this song is a good song. You know what I'm saying? As I said, it might not be popular because people never hear it, or because I'm not in a clique or in a group, but I'm here today to refute all those claims that my music is good.
Your music is
great.
amazing.
Thank you.
Your music is amazing.
Music is
You know what I
great.
mean? And it's not me thumping my chest, but I have to love myself first.
Yeah.
No.
Because I could express myself and show love. And also I have to be honest when it comes to creativity. And I must thank God for the talent, because even me sometimes when song comes to my head, I have to check to say, is this somebody's song? Because it just come to me, lyrics and melody, without me even trying. So as I said, this is a talent that that even me, I can't really explain. So I'm here, and I'm happy that I could create something for the fans them to love and feel happy. And when people come to me as a fan, the kind of love they express to me is second to none. So it shows that they're not just a person who love my music, they love my works. So it's really, this is why I'm still here and still have the excitement, because I've been in the industry for over 30 something years.
I was about to, that was my next question. How long have you been doing this?
Since in Junior Calypso I started. But I was singing in church before that,
Oh.
But never knew that it was a talent. I thought I just loved music. But then when it was assembly, and my teachers they were singing this particular gospel song, and they were like, "Who's singing?" And my friend said, They sold me out. They say I didn't want nobody to know, but so from there, when it was Junior Calypso, the teachers came to my class and said, "Hey, ask my teacher to excuse me because they want me to sing for Evesham primary school." And when I went there, I told them, "No, I can't do that because I've been to Victoria Park and see so many people. I can't do that." You know what I mean? So they was like, "So listen, if you don't sing, we're gonna have to beat you." Because in those days, the straps, So I was like, I mean, you're trying to be tough if they beat me, but I was like, you know what? The one who's gonna use this strap is a man. It's a bit hard. So I said, no, let me sing. So that's why I end up in Junior Calypso. No, for real.
Big up to that teacher.
So it's a cutter you're trying to escape?
Yeah, brethren, listen. So big up Papa Slums, big up Elroy Williams. At that time he's Reverend Harry now, but all those persons were the persons pushing culture in Evesham Primary School.
Got it.
And they are responsible for who I am today.
So can I just say this was the first time I actually sat in for Junior Calypso, Junior Soca Monarch, and I went with my friend Reese, who gave me the rundown of how it used to be, where schools used to cut out early and come. Everybody used to come in buses and sit down and support the schools.
It was a movement. It was like going to college, because when you get picked or selected for Junior Calypso, the whole community knows about it, because in those days it was just 705, Radio 705. Yes, I'm old, yeah.
Oh my God, see, I didn't say that.
Right. No, I'm just saying. No, I said goal. I'm gold. Yeah, but it was like a movement. And, we have to, so when you get selected and your name called on the radio and in the SVG TV, you don't understand. That is surreal.
The pride.
It's like, so, and then when you walk in the village now, be like, well, I hear get picked, boy, we come to support, Make sure bring the crown, so it was like that.
Okay.
And then, from there, we go to rehearsal in Barley. We call it Bagavia those times. And the band that used to do backstopping for us was Resurrection.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, and when you're singing with a live band, you don't understand. When you hear your music and the brass start to play as a young person, that changed your life. And then when you come to Victoria Park, no, at Victoria Park, it was let me tell you, it was like going to a different country, because you come on the stage, and then those days they had a red foam that they used to cover the microphone. Once you have, and it was card. It wasn't cardless, it was card. So you have to know to get over, you have to know how to hold the rope. You know what I'm saying? So, man, so I came from that era. So that's why my music is different. It builds with passion, it builds with precision, it builds with a purpose. You know what I mean? So it is not me trying to be popular or trying to, my music makes sense. It is musical. You know what I mean? So because I was surrounded by the greats at that particular time. Mr. Jeff Venner was the person who actually scooped me out from the Junior Calypso competition, because then, as I said, when I was forced to sing, then I consistently were in the top 3 position for my stint from primary before I transitioned to secondary.
Got it.
You understand? So, when he saw my consistency, he said, this guy, I want him to be the lead vocalist for the National Youth Band. The National Youth Band was just a band that played instruments. So it was persons who, violin, saxophone, trumpet, whatever, keyboards. There was never vocalist. So I was the first real life vocalist for the National Youth Band.
Nice.
When I got the call, when I came to school, secondary school, Marcus Secondary, Jenny Brown, God bless her soul, she passed away, was last year. She was my musical teacher at school. She came and she said, hey, Sean, Mr. Venner would like you to come and sing with the band. So I thought it was just a community performance. So I said, okay, cool. She said, no, I don't think you understand. They want you to be the lead vocalist. I said, me? I said, I'm not qualified for that. And she was like, boy, be quiet. English accent.
So people had belief in you before you had belief in yourself.
Like, long time.
Yeah.
And so with that being said, when I went to the National Youth Band, for we call it audition. Not say audition. We call it okay. My first day, the first evening I went there. I in the corner, and Melissa Scott was the person who came up and said to me. She said, "You gonna sing for the for us, I heard about you, you know. And the first song Mr. Venna gave to me was a song, Jamming by Bob Marley. And when the band started to play and I started to sing, the band stopped. They said, yeah, this is the guy.
Yeah. That
Because
is it.
they said, that is it. I said, this is the guy. You know, and then Mr. Venna, he didn't know the extent of my vocal range, but you know, I had some tightening up to do. So then he would give me some songs to sing, like opera songs and all these things. So, and then he suggested that I do vocal training and all these things. So I did all of that. So I did, you know, the whole works and everything. So soca music is
it's been in your DNA.
Yeah, but it is not the extent of what I can really do. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm really a trained singer. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I want to go into this or that before we even jump into more questions.
Let's do it.
Right. But it's funny. Yeah. Right.
So I don't know if you're familiar with the game This or That we play on Watch Chubble.
I have seen it, but I just don't remember what it is.
Okay, so-
once in a no hanky panky thing.
No.
Yeah. Just,
So we ask you a series of questions. So let's say I may ask you black or white. Right? You pick a color, and then I can either ask why did you choose that color, or I move on to the next question.
Man, you trying to see if I bright or something.
Oh my God.
there's no wrong answers here.
There's no, it's your choice. We
Okay.
just want to, this is a way for us to pretty much what we call an icebreaker.
Okay.
So we get to know who you are as the artist.
Okay.
Okay? So I would say lyrics first or rhythm first. When writing a song, what is it? You do the lyrics first or you do the rhythm first?
Well, okay. I mean,
This or that.
This or that, you have to choose
Okay,
one.
at first it used to be gibberish melody. Like, I'm like, oh, that sounds good, and then record it. And then the melody, I listen to over and over, and the melody tells me what type of lyrics.
Okay, so
Okay.
rhythm
And
first.
then, no, not rhythm. And then I go to a producer
Okay.
or my musician, because I never like rhythms. Still don't like rhythms.
Oh,
I
wow.
build music.
Okay.
But you know, of course, you know, modern time I dabble into a couple of rhythms. But
Okay.
but I'm really a person who builds music from scratch.
Okay.
Because as I say, I come from that era.
Got it.
Not a rhythm guy, you know what I mean? So
Got you.
All right.
So we say lyrics.
Pila or roti?
who?
Pillar
Pila
or roti?
or
Pillow or
roti?
roti? You could choose both.
You have to choose one.
You choose one.
Yeah.
So then there's a problem there. Because I like both of them. Okay,
Gun to your head.
Pillow.
Pillow.
Pillar.
Why?
Okay. Why?
No, we're going to move on. You know why. That's a staple.
All right, good.
Carnival Monday or Carnival Tuesday?
Boy. Tuesday.
Why?
Because I love arts and creativity.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you know, I mean, we could have Carnival on Monday or on a Friday or on a Saturday.
Yeah.
But Carnival Tuesday is very special to St. Vincent in terms of, or to the Caribbean when it comes to the creativity in terms of what we can do with our hands. Feathers, cloth, cardboard, decoration, and then make it into something beautiful. You know what I mean? So it's like taking scraps and turn it into something beautiful. That is like a talent that you have to really appreciate. You know what I mean?
Soca Monarch or Road March?
Road march.
Why?
Okay, so road march, really, okay, from what I know, road march is the people's choice. But of course, you know, we see where things can be
Biased.
manipulated and whatever. But for what organically, road march.
Okay.
Yeah, because it tells that, you know, there's a particular song or songs running for, vying for, naturally for most favorite. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I do love Soca Monarch because it gives you the opportunity to be creative
Okay.
in a constrained timing or constrained time, sorry, where you can be the best or be the worst.
Okay.
But then it gives you opportunity to have confidence in yourself for the next time and to be better prepared, but also to learn from that actual timing. So don't judge yourself, but appreciate the fact that you actually went through your nerves and go there and do your best. You know what I mean? So it could make you stronger, it could make you weaker. But if you have the right mindset or the right people around you, you realize it's just a phase and it's okay to lose. You know what I mean? But it's a good icebreaker for you as a person to step out. Yeah.
All right. Red girls or dark girls?
Ah, my friend. Okay, so all right. No, okay. Well, I mean, okay. You know what?
You have
I'm not into the stereotyping
Yeah.
type of guy because you know, I mean, I love her a long time, and she's a red girl.
Yeah.
So I don't know what is negative about red girl. But
No, no negative. It's just
Your
And
preference.
But I will tell you this.
Yeah.
So if the red girl have a good personality,
Yeah.
or the black girl have a personality, That's me.
That's where
Nice.
you're going. Got it. Red Belly or Currents Roll?
Ooh, yeah, current roll.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Red Belly was born in my chest.
Red Belly is what?
Because
Solara?
No. It's is do.
It's similar. I would think
Do-
it's
Similar to
it.
Solara?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what's you a Grenadian.
No, Solara is actually, I learned that name here.
Indian.
Oh, it's in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think in Grenada we call it turnover.
Okay.
Probably.
We call it Red Belly in Vinci.
Yeah, it's with like the red coconut
Yes.
inside.
Inside,
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think I don't. But the current road, Bridget, listen, St. Vincent have a bakery next to the police station out.
California.
Big up all yourself.
Yeah.
Listen, no mind you, I don't eat sweets.
That's why I
I don't
go.
eat sweets. But listen, when I come home to St. Vincent, I have to stop there, and I love the end.
The ends.
Yeah,
I don't
me
like.
too,
I
yeah.
don't like
love
middle.
ends.
You know
yeah.
why? There's something about the crust, bro.
Yeah, ooh,
Change your
that
life.
flaky. Ooh.
Change your life.
Alan's is Vinci, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Best current roll in Brooklyn.
Come on, man.
Best current roll in Brooklyn.
But really and truly, Vince is best everywhere. You know, big up to Grenada.
I know you ain't won that battle here today, bro. After that spice
I
mask
know.
we just put down there, I know you ain't won that battle today.
No, listen, I apologize, okay? I was joking. The Grenadian people know I'm a jokester. Grenada, I love all you. Spice Island, come on. Jab.
Oh, what?
Freestyle or well rehearsed set?
Ooh.
No, it depends, you know, but I believe in preparation.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But the freestyle is to be free, and it's okay to fail if you can't really do the freestyle. You know what I mean? But I don't bend my life on freestyle. But I do freestyle to make my music. But then I will freestyle over and over until I get it right.
Right.
But at one particular moment, there was one time when I got a freestyle. Listen, I was so good, I didn't want to sing it again. I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
So it depends on the mood. But I prefer to rehearse. You know what I mean?
Boat ride or land fed?
I have a problem with boats. I get sick. Yeah.
You get seasick?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like to smell boat engine. I get terribly sick. But I do go on boats though,
Okay.
because I have to go. Like I go to Canada a lot and perform and bakery, whatever. But
If you didn't have to, you wouldn't go.
no.
Okay.
But soon as I see boat, Skarpyon, I get sick. But
Wow.
but I find a way to contain myself. I look at the horizon, but don't talk to me because I can't talk. Yeah, you just see me in a corner, they shrivel up. Yeah, it will make me real sick. Trust me.
So I think Dazzle always asks this one: long flight or long drive?
I have to choose one.
Yes.
That's it. One.
Okay, so long flight. Okay, you know what? I don't want to say I don't like flying because I have to fly all the time.
Yeah.
But if we didn't have to fly,
Yeah.
I'll drive.
Okay.
That's fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Callaloo soup or Manish water?
Callaloo soup. Because the managed water is just a myth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't do nothing. Yeah,
Okay.
'cause sometimes it don't really have no taste.
It depends on who cooking it though.
I mean, I know, right? But callaloo is much more healthier.
So what do you like in your callaloo soup?
No pork.
I agree.
You don't eat pork?
No, please.
You don't? Not like
Brother,
religiously?
you trying to get into my
No.
business?
That's what we here for, to get in your
because
business.
offline, if you hear this man behavior, oh boy. Anyways, what you eating and thing. All right, okay. Let's stick to the script. So
No, trust me, they know
I'll stick
me
into the
well.
script, brother.
No, they know me
Brother,
well.
I'm
You
trying to
have to
save
tell
you.
them, you know, they know me well.
they know.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
Oh, they know him.
I live the life I live behind closed doors is what I live open.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
you
okay.
know.
In the bottom.
Well, in this case, we talking about callaloo soup.
Yes.
If I like callaloo soup, yes. And you ask me why?
Yes.
Because it's much more healthier. Greens.
But
good
what's
for-
in what do you like
Well,
in
okay.
your callaloo soup?
Okay, so coconut dumpling, bits and pieces of Tanya. I like Tanya.
Okay.
Dasheen. Edo does kind of kill it.
It does.
Yeah, Edo ain't really get no like, a spark, you know. Edo is something that just, Vinci, Edo, but Dasheen, Tanya.
You
Tanya and
like
callaloo soup.
them heavy provision, boy.
That's what I was gonna say. Real
What, Mr.
Miss
Vinci,
Woman.
man, boy?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Really.
Yeah.
I just want some dumpling,
Brother.
some pigtail, maybe a little
You
piece
see,
of
you
yam.
lose us, you lose both of us.
But listen, mind you, I'm not trying to compete with you,
Yeah.
brother. I know you're a eater, man. Where I eat it, fine, yeah.
That's not for me with this one. You have anything else you can add?
Live band or
Live band.
singing with a DJ.
Live band.
Live
I
band.
don't answer quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did that yesterday. Live
Yeah.
band.
Live band.
Yeah.
Yeah, you love live band.
Come on, brother.
Yeah.
My era, because you know, I saw the argument about.
I saw Shaggy drop something saying that he don't need a live band anymore. He's just going to use Ableton.
Okay, all right. So let me reach to the Shaggy technological part, but we talk about Vibes Cartel.
Yeah.
Selling out arenas and not have a live band. I have a problem with that.
Me too.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, Bridget, like we cannot make this generation be spoiled and don't realize what music is and live performance
I
and
agree.
the importance of live musician.
Instruments.
Because a record is really is a fun commercial part where we can play it over and over without the artist being there.
Right.
So that is like mechanical. However, when it comes to live performance, there's another opportunity to showcase a talent where people dress up, pay the money. They want to experience the separation of music, meaning there's a drum over there, guitar players. So, you know what I mean? So we don't want to spoil the generation and we don't want to spoil the art form. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? It's just like you using AI to write a speech and when you go up there you can't talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? We cannot
That's a good comparison.
Yeah, we cannot accept these things. We have to have certain standard. I think the world should have standards, just standards in terms of how we live as a person as well.
Right.
We need to have that when it comes to our creativity, you know what I mean?
And I think one of the problems with this, people, instead of valuing art for what it is, always bring the cost in. Well, it's too expensive to get a live band versus saying the enjoyment and the fulfillment that you're going to get out of. Like, I've never been to a live show and said it's not good.
Right.
Versus a DJ show.
Facts.
I absolutely love a live
Right.
band, and there's nothing that can replace that.
Right.
Live instruments and the artists getting to interact with that band.
Facts.
Low,
Facts.
you know,
Exactly.
one drop.
Yeah, exactly
But
my
it
point.
goes
There's
back
nothing
to what
like
you
that.
said in conjunction with what. So yesterday, for example,
Right.
we experienced live band and DJ set.
Right.
There's also a generation gap.
Right.
Because the younger generation are probably not exposed to a live band.
Right.
So they find the live band experience a very boring and drawn out experience. Some even marked it as karaoke.
Right.
Whereas if they had the DJ, it has the bass, they know what they're looking for and so forth.
Right.
I don't know how do we adjust that or address that.
Right.
Beat it into them.
Okay. So just like that. So when we address something, address is close as adjust. So addressing it then means we have to adjust. Now, for example, did we adjust away from what used to be? Because live music. So there is, for example, Shaggy is older than I am. Shaggy come from the live band era. So what he's saying, it has to do with cost or, preference.
Right.
But at the same time, we have to protect our generation because we learn from the ones before. And where did music come from? Music came from playing it before it got into a computer. A computer. So that in itself, nature already taught us. Because when a man make a flute, boom drum, somebody had to play it. It was never a computer. So we have to respect what nature give us. Yes, of course, we have to, upgrade it and everything, but we cannot run away from when there's a live performance from your recording. You have to be ready to embrace that. You know what I mean? Because there are musicians out here who work to learn the craft, to play a guitar, to play a drum. And if you do that, you're gonna cut them out from this creative space. You know what I mean? Because we just have a man press up one button and thing, and then you cannot give me the effect I want when I'm singing. And then now, if you notice what's going on in the industry right now, is where the artists are not using performance track. They have the track playing in the background. Yeah. Because they're not working, they're not doing what they need to do when it comes to live performance, which is practice. You just up there singing one line and the song playing in the back. So is that live performance? That's not live performance. That's confusion.
They would say they don't have time because they're traveling. That's what you'll hear.
No. But all right, listen
that's
to
an
me.
excuse.
No, mind you, I'm not talking about anybody specifically. I'm speaking.
No, I'm saying in general.
I know. Because I don't want, because people are very sensitive. But I'm just saying, when it comes to live performance, why have this song? Then you have a band on the stage playing, but then the track playing, you don't have backup singers. That's confusing, man. Yeah. And then that's cheating. The game.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
I mean, we all cheat, but we have to learn forgiveness and learn and
love always wins.
You know what I mean? Love always wins, brother.
Love
you know what I mean?
always wins.
So I'm just saying that But from me, I prefer live any day, my friend.
So let me ask, what do you have in the pipeline? What is some of the upcoming projects that you have going on right now?
Okay, so close as in Labor Day, we have the Skarpyon Grown and Sexy All White at Woodsy's. So this is Grown and Sexy 2.
Okay.
Right. Now I'm using a DJ. But when I did the opening of Woodsy was a live band, age band. So and I just spoke to Agent yesterday. I say, you know, if we have a 3-peat of Grown and Sexy, there's gonna be a live band. Because as I said again, we can't treat the culture. You know what I mean? We have to do that. So because there are youngsters who are watching us, young artists watching us, and if you do not have the practice of singing with a live band, then you will not experience the thrill. Just that is why when Soca Monarch comes around, there are issues, because they don't want to sing with the live band because they feel it's not sounding the same. So, but it's not supposed to sound the same per se. It's supposed to sound close to the recording.
Let me put that out there. There is a duo in Grenada that started Youth Soca Monarch. So they are actually putting kids through the rigors of practicing with a live band, composing for a live band. And in the 3, I think this is year 3, might be 4. They have done that. Some of the kids they started with made it to the finals in the grown people stuff.
Wow, exactly. Nice.
And they are doing really well. And I think that is so important that people that, like you said, we have to show. We can't just talk.
It's called conservation. Because, for example, if we cut down all the trees, there you know the effects. So it's the same thing when it comes to the culture. If we cut down all what is necessary as in terms of the creative process, then we're gonna cut down a generation. Then we're gonna have artists suffering. Like what we see now, going on stage and can't sing the song. You know what I mean?
20 years from now, you ain't gonna have no band at Soca Monarch.
Exactly my point. Because no, I mean we don't want it to happen, but it's the same thing.
But it might happen though if you really think about it.
You know what I mean? So it's brother, it's conservation, and we gotta be honest with ourselves, because I want to leave, from what I learn and leave something for somebody else behind. For those persons who follow Skarpyon and who come up to me and say, yo, Skarpyon, I want to be like you, whatever. This is what I'm going to give them, which is organic music learning and processing and performance. Learn your craft.
So speaking of that, if somebody is looking at this today and they're discovering you for the first time, just give me just a few words, in your own words. Who is Skarpyon?
The guy who had a talent but didn't want to sing, and realized that you sometimes as a person cannot make a decision for yourself as a young person. You have to respect the elders or the people who are around you. So in other words, that you're really not alone in this, and it's not me, because you have to be willing to listen. You have to be willing to, if someone is disappointed in where you're at, is because they really love you and not trying to attack you. You know what I mean? So you need people to tell you. Sometimes you can't see for yourself because you're actually on the board playing the game, but the person who's watching see the next move. So you have to be able to put trust in other people. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And when it comes to those things, based on what they are saying, you know that they're really looking out for the best for you. So that's why I say what I'm saying. Learn your craft. Learn to sing with a live band, because you will realize the thrill you're gonna get from that. You know what I mean?
So I want to ask this question.
Yes.
Looking back, what has been your proudest moment to date on stage?
Wow, man. Let's see. My proudest moment was when I won the Calypso Monarch. Yeah, for many reasons, because again, the commercial music can take you far, whatever. But the roots of it, which is my teachers, came to my class and asked my teacher to excuse me to represent my school, and not knowing where I was going to go with it. And then when I got the opportunity to join the National Youth Band, it shows that I'm so young, and then these big grown professional musicians saw something in me. And then when I won the Calypso Monarch, the same teacher who came to the class to ask me to sing, when I was looking fine on all these songs, he said, Skarpyon, I know you're doing your stuff with all these other songs, but you have to come back and contribute to the Calypso art form. I was like, really? And when he said that, that's when I came back and won the Calypso Monarch. And when I won the Calypso Monarch, my name was not even in the finals, in the semis.
Really?
Yeah, I got called back because someone wasn't going to perform.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then I was like, wow. And then I won.
Divine intervention.
You know what I mean?
That
So
has to be it.
yeah, so that day, because I actually cried when I didn't get selected. People, yes, I was bad. Yes,
He was an emotional man.
But no, it was more than that, because I thought I did well enough, because even the audience, when they listed the names called out that night, the crowd say, I hate people.
Gasp.
I hate Skarpyon. Wait, who's Skarpyon name called? Skarpyon name called. And then I remember my mom was there, my wife was there, and that time I had just got my son. And she came to me, she said, what you do to people? Why did you do that? You know? And that moment, when I went home that night, listen, I cried, dry cried. When I hear sisters say dry cry, I didn't understand what I mean. I bawled, I was like, yo, I cried, I bawled out loud, because really and truly I wanted to be in the finals, because I felt I had a good chance to with the song was called Until. If you listen to that, it still plays up to this day, you know what I mean? It's a beautiful song. But that was the defining moment in my character, in my career, where nothing can faze me.
You know what you just said, and something just struck me. You said that the song still plays.
Right.
You have a lot of timeless music.
Yeah.
Music that if you play it today, it could be 10, 15 years old and it's still sung like it belongs.
Yes.
And I don't know if that's an art or if that's something willful.
Right. So just like I explained before, when you appreciate what the culture is, meaning what music is, you're gonna do everything possible to replicate that throughout your career when it comes to music. So with that being said, that's why I say I really don't like rhythms, because it puts you in a box where you can't really express yourself properly. I want to be able to change and do a bridge in a song. I think I'm one of the first persons in my generation who did a bridge in a song, Looking Fine. You are so special. That was different than the actual song. It take you away, because I learned that. But the song became a monster hit.
It did.
In my country. So then it showed that because music is in us, you know. We are built from music. You know what I mean? We are rhythm, we have vibrant people. You know what I mean? So when people think that, boy, I want to do this because she might not play that song over there. Not me. That's why I do my music on my music. I'm not worried about if I'm going to get 1 million play from certain DJ or whatever it is. And I mean, don't mind you, I'm not hitting any DJ. But I get people watch me sideways because I might not be friendly with you or whatever. But I'm a musician. I'm not supposed to be friendly with a DJ. Your job is to find the music. You understand?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that what I do is from the original textbook of music. Do it right so it could last a long time.
How do you go ahead, Shining?
I'm gonna kill you.
Go ahead.
I want to ask this question: which song do you feel resonates most and represents who you are as an artist today?
Wow. Okay, like who I am really as a musician.
Out of all your songs, which song?
It is kind of difficult because, as I said, you
Okay,
know,
so then 3 songs.
Okay, okay, right, cool. Okay, so I'm good. Okay, all right. So one of my calypso music, raga soca song like Looking Fine or Turn the Lights Down Low, and Hammond Kongs, which is cultural. So because we are folk, our culture is a folk culture. Boom jump, St. Vincent and Grenadines. Most people don't know that, but you know, Moonlight, all them type of song. That's Vincy. So Hammond Kongs was really cultural. It was intentionally built.
As that?
Yes, because then of course we have the Kongs Nation, which is Union Island. You know, Looking Fine, it really represents our diversity when it comes to listenership, when it comes to music in St. Vincent. Because we love country music, we love R&B, we love old school, we love blah blah blah, we love gospel, whatever. So Looking Fine is internalized is in that kind of, you know, that kind of category. And of course, I love calypso music. So, you know.
Could you pick a calypso song that you think is the most? Or that's gonna be a hard one?
Well, you see, Until the song that I won was a little bit modern. I don't know if Bridget could find it, but it was a little bit modern. But not necessarily, because you know what I mean, the calypso song. I read for other people too.
Okay.
But I really cannot define, but I like in St. Vincent we like to hit political commentaries. So I'm not really that type of person because, as I say, I believe in togetherness. You know what I mean? But I did hit a political commentary with a song that I wrote for Sheena, Beat Them Bad with Calypso.
Okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't really beating the government. They were just saying, if you don't do these things, we go beat you. But of course, people don't really listen. so they think that I was coming after the government. And
oh, Lord.
But no. To be honest, at my stage, I really don't care.
Okay.
Like, no. Let me rephrase. I don't worry about what people say because you that means you didn't take the time out to listen. Mm-hmm. Listen to my composition. I don't beat anybody. I don't discriminate. I don't disrespect when it comes to my music. You know what I mean? I use the art, which is double entendre and creativity.
All that stuff, yeah. Which we love.
Yes.
I want you to go into the music because I know we're pressed for time. So I want you to go into the music. And then we come back, we'll ask you some more questions. Yeah. But we want to do your catalog.
Okay, yeah, no problem.
Not the entire thing, because we know you got a long catalog.
1 million songs,
We're gonna do as many as we can. Right. I'm gonna leave it to my voice of God here to take it over. So keep it locked, guys. Watch Chubble.
Push the volume up.
Yes.
Hands, man. Yeah. Girls rate me the best in the West when it comes to coconut like no other can taste. The herbs and the spice, me select left and Jonathan Brennan dripping in cold sweat. Shana comes does pull me, Lakeisha comes control me. Lana hypnotize me, all me slip me one tea. This girl approach me from Tonga, with she basket full up of fresh gums. She want me crack it open, but the size of the gongs, me not too certain. So me take out me 9-inch hammer, rest the gongs pan the counter, start to apply the pressure. She want me go hard, so me knock it with the hammer, the hammer, the hammer, the hammer, the hammer, the hammer. Still the gongs when we break, still the gongs when we break, like me beat it with the hammer, the hammer, the hammer, the hammer, the hammer, the hammer. Give me one of them type of hands, man. Yeah. Girls rate me the best in the West when it comes to coconut like no other can.
And that's how we're gonna do it. We got Skarpyon in the building.
And Jonathan Brennan dripping in cold sweat. Shana comes does pull me.
Listen.
Lakeisha comes control me. Lana hypnotize.
We got the artists in the building. Don't forget.
This girl approached me from Tonga.
Once again, real quick, what is the event you're doing Labor Day weekend?
Grown and Sexy.
Grown and
white.
Sexy. What's the location?
1133.
1133
Clarkstown
Nostrand
Avenue.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Woodsies.
Right. Woodsies.
Alongside Fimba. We have Smurf coming through. We have President. Yeah.
The whole Vinci contingent is going to be in the building.
DJ Source. DJ Fugitive.
Hey. Big up Skarpyon. We're going to run through a few of the tunes and we're going to have the conversation. We're going to keep it going, all right? Listen, this is the first time I'm hearing this and I'm enjoying it.
Really?
Yeah, this is the first time.
Well, that's good.
I'm loving it. Listen, man, like I said, I love Big Road, but the rest of the catalog is cataloging.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's do something else.
She whining hard and she gets so wet. Yeah. Real still. Watch out. She said she happy, she woke up on me. No more sad day. Satisfaction guarantee. Yeah. All she want is a strong support. 24 hours she no want remote. She love her please steal. She beg and she want more. Me casa to casa she ride up. Me steal. Shandy, girl I back it up and me steal. Yeah.
Yeah. Loving it. Y'all want more?
Tell them about this thing, man. Oh yeah. The party shatter. The waist don't twine. The girl don't back up. For the wickedest wine. This soca trend can't miss me. Fetting for days, land or sea. Sexy and voluptuous, women around me. Where this vibe's taking us, I like Bob Marley. This soca trend, now miss me. Hands in the air, feeling free. If whining is a sin, Father forgive me. And if I felt in too much, I beg you some mercy. When we step out to fed, we keep the dance floor shaking. I'm in a maze, by the way them girl they does whine it so down there. Round and round, yeah. And if someday carnival going up to Mars, wait for me cause this soca trend can't miss me. Fetting for days, land or sea.
I want you to sing the next song
Sexy
to me,
and
okay?
voluptuous,
I'll play it right
women
now.
around
Remember
me.
yesterday I wrote my vocals.
Where this
Yeah,
vibe
I got you. Don't
People.
worry. We not judging you.
I ain't gonna warm up in the schoolroom, but alright.
We not judging, but this one I want you to sing even just a little piece.
Girl, me cannot be with you, but you can get it today. You tell me to build me house on your property and let me get majority in your treasury. But Chandy, you live with man and you live with man. Acting like you're single, but you live with man. She just wanna smoke, drink and party.
I love you too.
Oh my God.
You hear that pull up? That's Shandy.
Nah, he ain't hear it.
That's
You like that?
no, that's Shandy. That's Shandy
No,
voice.
but I singing for her.
Yeah, that's why I use her pull up. She have a special pull up.
Yeah,
here.
because she come tell me nothing but but you live with mine.
Yeah.
So, I ain't like
love
that.
this
But,
one, you know. She love this one.
But I have to give the people them the scoop because to know her personality. So please sing them.
Yeah. Let's go.
Shandy, shibbidip, girl, me cannot be with you, but you can get it tonight. You tell me to build me house on your property and put me majority in your treasury. But you live with man and you live with man. Acting like you're single and you live with man. She just wanna smoke, drink and party. She just wanna smoke, drink and touch me. But you live with man and you live with man. Acting like you're single and you live with man. She just want me to
The divorce,
taste the gravy. She just want me to be she honey. Seem like when doggy away, can you come out to play? She tell me don't take her for cheater, cause she a soldier. She never around when she want it, but she tank is full and overspill.
Listen.
She just wanna play when the rain come and play, let it come.
What's his part?
How me play she Congo drum, yeah she rada. How me play she tambourine, yeah she like that.
But guess what?
But she live with man. Acting like a single.
I love the when we first sat. Okay, so Smurf introduced the rhythm here.
Right. Big up Smurf.
Turn up
Big
your
up.
mic.
Turn which one? Or
Shandy, calm down. Turn up your mic.
oh, my mic.
Correct.
I thought it was too high.
It's not too high.
Okay.
The only reason why you're getting the feedback is because the headphone is exposed. Keep the headphone on your ear.
Technical.
All right, guys. Don't gang up on me.
Okay.
No, we're not ganging up on you. You're not doing anything wrong. Let's go.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So what I was saying is when Smurf came, he introduced the song and the rhythm.
Right.
And that song populated. And I was just listening to the lyrics. I was just like, you always create songs that if you don't catch it, you'll miss it.
It's a storytelling.
It's a very,
Yeah.
it's a big storytelling song. And this is the question that I have to ask. A lot of your songs are like that.
Right.
What, and I'm not downing you in any form or fashion with this
No,
question,
it's okay.
right?
Ask me anything.
What is it that you're thinking or do you feel doesn't have you up there with like a big name artist? You're big within St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Right.
But I feel like you should be bigger. Like,
Based on the quality of his
yeah,
music.
I feel like
it's
if you go
top tier.
Grenada, they should know who you are. If you go Trinidad,
Right.
and not even go England, go Spain,
Right.
Africa, they should know who you are, you know?
Right. So, well, after this interview, that's gonna happen. Right. I think. Okay. So first, everything starts with you. You know, I always look inwards, and I realize that I have an old soul. Like I'm not the person who is going to beg anybody to do anything for me. You know what I mean? If I reach out to you one time or two times and I realize I don't have the energy to do it, but I'm trying to change that. No, not trying. I want to change that.
Okay.
Where I'm a little bit more aggressive when it comes to my art form and everything. And I grew up from a very humble beginning, and I've learned to accept certain things. So I think it's my acceptance and always believing that in time, you know, what will be, you know. So that's the notion that I grew on. However, I had a conversation with a person yesterday, and I was saying I'm finally getting out of that mode where I have the old soul, which is not bad, but in terms of what I create and what I have to offer, I think I would like to share it with more people around the world. You know what I mean? So I will have to do stuff like what I'm doing here, because this time around I actually reach out to you and say, hey, let's do this. You know what I mean?
You did.
You know, because you always ask me, when you're gonna be here, and I always come and run. So I say, you know, I'm gonna make it my business to come here. So stuff like this, I will have to improve upon. You know what I mean? You know, go out and market myself, be present at stuff. You know, and as I said, and also I think people get because they don't know me, and people would say stuff about me. Oh, Skarpyon is a kind of guy. No, what kind of guy am I? You know, don't give people that type of information when I'm not that type of guy. I'm serious about what I do. Sometimes people can't deal with the fact that I'm serious about what I do. So they take that as I'm being difficult. Or like if I'm in the studio working with a producer, I say, yo, we have to mix the vocals properly, or the song you mix properly, let's do it over. But they are rushy, they want to do stuff. So I was like, nah, forget about me with the project, because
Oh,
you know,
wow. So you have done that.
Yeah, I've done that, you know. But it is not in any disrespectful way. I say, if you don't want to do this, we gotta do this. Don't rush it. You know what I mean? Let's do it right. You know. So all those things. Or if I go in the band room and I rehearse and I say, let me do it one more time because the bass didn't get it right. But it's not. I'm not saying it in a rude way. You know. I say, let me do that again. We're like, oh man, yeah, other people there, but we ain't get it right. You know. So all those things, people try to plant bad or negative seeds on me, but I'm the nicest guy. Because you know what I mean. So, but to add to your question, you know, why I'm not there, I mean, God and time. You know what I mean.
So several things came to mind based on what you said.
Right.
The first thing I want to say is that you're one of the first person that I've heard take accountability and say, hey, part of that is on me.
Right. First
not
and foremost.
doing enough
Right.
for people to find out about me.
Yeah, I'm honest. Yeah.
Which is amazing, because most people, it's never their fault. It's always somebody else.
Right.
Oh, they end this and they end that.
Right.
So thank you for taking that part.
Right.
I spoke to a guy, I think it was on Thursday. He used to be a music executive.
Right.
He doesn't do that anymore. But he said one of the things about the music industry that he finds a little bit like exhausting lately is that it's almost like the music is the second thing. It comes after. Right now you have to do your following. Do you have a TikTok? Do you have a dance? Do you have, right? And all those things is kind of in front of the music when the music should be, right? And that I understand.
Yeah. I do music. I do the opposite.
Yeah.
I spend time with the creativity. But as I said, I don't have the suave or the swag when it comes to social media.
Right.
For the same reason I explained, I'm not that type of upfront person.
Right.
But in real person I am. You know what I mean? If you get to know me, you realize that as a cool dude.
It's
you know,
tough.
Right. But again, when people say stuff like that, that's like I was telling my brethren, you know, when people walk up to me and express how they are a fan, it's not just a fan of my music, they are a fan of how I do, how I create. And that in itself really give me passion, to be honest. That's why I'm grinding, I'm, you know, of course, you know, doing my event, you know, I'm collaborating with people and, you know, like, as I said, coming to the radio station. 'Cause I always admire you guys, because, you know, of course, you have a big audience here in Brooklyn and people hear my music, but they never really get to see me in full capacity. And when you check my quality,
Amazing.
Brother, like me, because I came from the live band era, put me in any audience and I could deal with it for you.
Gotcha. I like that.
You know what I mean?
How do you see yourself within the next 5 to 10 years, or the evolution of soca? So it's two different things.
Yeah, good looking for sure.
Within the next 5 years. So I'm going to start off with the soca question,
Yes.
because he just brought up some points of the social media following, this
Right.
and that and that. So where do you see the evolution of soca within the next 5 years, and where do you see yourself within that 5 years?
Right. So the evolution, I want to be in the evolution. However, the evolution is a revolution for what I just explained earlier. What our music should be. We cannot go away from what it's supposed to be. It must be music. Because sometimes the music is not musicking, you know what I mean? Or they say the math is not math.
Yeah.
We have to build music. And we have seen so many changes as it relates to Trinidad over the years, where they, you know, revert back to building real music.
Live instruments
you know,
and stuff.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so because everything will go thus far, because there's a cycle of everything.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So you have 3 cycle, 3-year cycle, 7-year, 9, 21, etc. So with that being said, you always have to go. It's not go back, but revert. I don't want to say back, but revert to the beginning, because really and truly, when a generation would have exhausted what they think is the thing, is not really the thing. You know what I mean? You will have to go back. For example, they're going to digital now. People going back to analog and stuff, and it just new ways to make what was good in the beginning sound good now. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm gonna continue to build music, and of course, I would like to see myself, you know, in all those things that you mentioned. Me being a top man in known, you know, the Caribbean islands because of my music. Because my music is good.
Your music is great.
You know what I mean? So right, thank you, great. So with that being said, so people who listen out there, yes, I'm this thing, man. I have good music. You be like, oh, you sing that. You know what I mean? But don't be afraid to, if you're a promoter, to link me. I don't have a problem with that.
So I saw you at Vinci there, and man, I was there with like 4 or 5 of my friends, and they said this man wrecked the place.
Yeah.
And this wasn't something we were expecting when we walked in.
Right,
the last thing on my mind was, yeah, boy, I here to see Skarpyon mash up the place today.
Yeah.
And you definitely held your own and you did your thing. So,
Man, I appreciate that, man.
Big up to you, my brother.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, you know, I mean, I'm ready to do the work. You know, don't afraid, man. You know, I mean, sometimes, you know.
So where can people find you right now?
You can find me right here in the station right now.
Aside from this station.
I'm just being funny. They can find me on social media.
Yeah.
Skarpyon, and of course, this Skarpyon is Skarpyon. That on Instagram and on the other platforms.
So Skarpyon across all platforms.
Yes, please. Facebook.
Streaming the music too. Same thing.
Streaming. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
Skarpyon.
you're on Tidal, Spotify.
Well, I'm on Spotify and Apple Music.
Spotify, Apple Music.
I mean, probably on other stuff too.
Okay.
Because I pay for some things, and but me can't tell you all. But me could tell you what I know.
You're right.
Spotify, Apple Music.
Okay.
Is there any management that you have that you're working with, or you're solo?
Well, I'm solo, but I have people who do stuff for me.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess you could call that management as well. I have associates.
You have associates,
Yes.
but nothing
Right,
structured.
well, I don't know what is the structure of management, but you know, I call that when people manage certain things for you, then you know there's management.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But what you're saying, like solo, where a person call me and say, "What you eating for dinner?" and all them things. Nah, can't.
No.
Yeah.
But like if they want to book you, or you know, do you have a booking manager? Do you have a regular manager that manages, you know, the
Your
studio
itinerary,
time and itinerary and all that stuff?
Right. Okay. So like I said, I have associates, people who say, "Hey, Skarpyon, this person wants you," and message me, blah blah blah. And we go
Okay,
back to
so
them.
basically no management. You're just
Right.
managing yourself.
If I say no
With
management,
support.
it sounds
It
kinda,
sounds harsh,
Yes,
but it's
yes.
the reality of the situation.
Well,
it is what
right.
it is.
Okay, I'm not even trying to run from it.
No,
but,
no, I know.
But because I want to give those persons credit.
Okay.
You know,
Do you want to shout them out while you're here?
Well, I mean, not necessarily, but no, I
don't put him in that.
I got you.
Not
You know,
necessarily.
once you fall down in that hole.
Yeah.
Why ain't shout me out?
Let me.
So-
How the name Skarpyon came about?
Okay, so because my favorite movie was Red Skarpyon, 1989 movie.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you know it was Red Skarpyon, but
Yeah.
I kind of read, but then I get burnt up from sun. So my friend him just say you're black.
Yeah.
Black Skarpyon. So I took off the
The-
red
the-
and it was Skarpyon. Then I
Yeah.
changed it to what it is, the spelling.
Okay.
So it's the musical sting and beyond.
Sting.
So you have a meaning.
The Sting of Man.
Stinger
Come
man.
on, come on.
So, what legacy do you want to leave behind for the next generation to come?
Ah, man. Okay, right. The legacy is do it the way it's supposed to be done.
Do it right or do
Don't
it
do
over.
it at all?
Yes.
Oh, do it over.
Yeah.
And when they look at my music, they realize that I used to put effort into what I do.
Are you working with any youths right now?
Oh, I've worked with a lot of youths,
Okay.
but not like holding somebody's hand right now. You know what
Okay.
I mean, and I'm not gonna call in for persons who I work with because sometimes they don't want you to say nothing.
So you're
about it.
working like writing with them,
Yeah,
or
I write
okay.
it for people. Yeah.
Got you. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
nice.
I've even when I'm coming up, I was writing for people. I used to go to the primary schools and write songs for the Calypsonians.
Nice.
Yeah.
So here's one thing I want to also ask: do you feel soca is still seasonal, or do you feel as an artist you're releasing music based on the season?
Okay, right. It shouldn't be seasonal because it's a genre which we trying to have played all around. Hence the reason I came with the song Soca 365. Soca 365 was really because I wanted to see our music not being seasonal. You know what I mean? However, we have seen, we're moving away from that slowly because we have, integration when it comes to Caribbean islands, when it comes to our Carnival, Grenada, St. Vincent, Trinidad, St. Vincent,
St. Lucia.
St. Lucia, Barbados, blah, blah, blah. We see producers and writers from each country collaborating. So it kind of give the circular motion where, okay, Trinidad done, we in Vincent, we in Grenada, we in Lucia, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it gives, right there is gonna load or populate in a sense where it is not seasonal because we playing soca, we playing a Grenada, now we playing a, you know what I mean? So it's gonna have it rotate, and of course, with the thing that I really don't like, which is the rhythm, you have a Trini and this rhythm, Vincent and rhythm, so it gives the opportunity for the rhythm to play in
Elsewhere.
another carnival. So, we are slowly getting there where it's become a genre and not necessarily for
A festival.
song. So it's still festival music. There are artists who sing festival music. But if you notice, I don't really have festival music. I have music. You know what I mean? So that is the next thing. We have to build music. Just like how we have Afrobeat that sing about something that is commercial or something that's everyday. Like me, when I sing this song,
Living
You Live with
conditions.
Man, you know what I mean? It's a regular thing. People live with people, man. And thing,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what inspired that song?
Oh, I mean,
It was a brethren story. Well, obviously it's not your story, but it's a brethren
no, I
story or
mean,
something.
Right. Okay. So, to be honest, when these songs come to me, it's because what I hear.
Okay.
But then again, it's a rhythm. The music speaks to me,
Okay.
so it tells me what to sing.
Okay.
Cause when I hear, shibidi, girl, you cannot be with you. Shibidi, I like, okay, cool. And then so when I sing in melody, I was like, oh, I could do this story, and then it makes sense.
It'd be nice if you had a video with that song.
Yeah. Actually,
Shandy
we
love this song, boy.
Yeah. So let me ask you
Shandy,
this.
that song
Okay.
that speak to you, girl.
So let me ask you. So because I share the same sentiments like you. Would you be in the video and be the
If
person?
you want me to be in the video, I could be in the
No,
video.
no. I'm gonna ask again. Would you mind?
I wouldn't mind.
Okay, good.
I want to play the man in the house.
But I want to put him on the house.
Both of us could play the man in the house. So one had to be the outside man and one had to be the man.
Okay. So you is her initial man.
Yeah,
and
I'm the
Mizzy
man in the house.
And Mizzy man
You
was
the
like,
man that come and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because I eat too much.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm for it.
All right, cool.
I think I had a lot more questions, but I know we kind of we talked a lot. I think. Is there anything that you feel we missed out on that you want to touch on?
Well, to be honest, you never know what you miss out. But I could tell you, we had a field day.
We did.
And I appreciate, the opportunity and the honesty in the whole meeting where, you know, I could express myself, because as I say, a lot of people really never get to know me personally, and this is an opportunity for them to get a little bit of who I am. You know what I mean? And you know, my knowledge when it comes to the music, I learned that from the older heads. You know, and I think that when you're an artist, it's not about, you know, how you feel and it's really, you're making a statement, because there's a movement for us enjoyment and our liberty as human beings, that you become an icon not necessarily because you're the most popular. You become an icon because of what you stand for.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So that's part of my legacy, that we could add that to the question. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So you know what I mean? So and again, you know, I appreciate people who ask questions that make sense, that, you know, we could spark conversation, because maybe something I've said today, you know, we could learn from it. You really have to do, when you're in a particular field, you have to learn the field, know where it comes from, so that you have a better understanding and you have a better purpose. You know what I mean? So that's why, maybe that's the reason why I'm not as popular as, because I do things with a real purpose and a meaning. You know what I mean? 'Cause I don't want to just be, I could sing any song. I have a trending song right now. I could do it. But I really don't want to do that, because, you know, is it meaningful? You know what I mean?
I will address that for you,
Right.
as a person on the outside looking in.
Right.
You hit the nail on the head with the lack of social media presence. Unfortunately, this is the day and the age that we
Right.
live in, where you just have to have it in order
Facts.
to get recognized.
Facts.
And I think once people see more of you, then they'll put two and two together, because he didn't know who you were, but then the moment we played the music, he was like, oh, I know this song, this is my favorite song.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
I think that's something that you need to address, is getting yourself out there. Maybe you need to get a marketing team or sign on to a marketing team that can market you as an artist.
Right.
There's a lot of marketing teams out there, and I think that will work best for you. You're fantastic and phenomenal already. So you are a product that sells. You have the image. You're very you have sex appeal. Not saying I'm trying to turn you on, but I'm just being realistic as to what sells. You know.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
I'm going by what would sell. So you are a product that can sell. It's just to get you out there, to get people to recognize you.
Right.
I'm glad we had this interview, because, this conversation, because we don't call it interviews, but I'm glad we had this conversation, because I learned a lot about you. I didn't know that you were like really into the band culture, and you've gone through what we call the stepping stones, because I think Bungie even mentioned it. You know, people don't go through that boo phase where they got the tomatoes thrown at them in the middle of a calypso tent because they played bad. And Bungie mentioned that in a sense that helped an artist grow.
Yes.
And that could be said for you, that you've gone through those stages where it has helped you grow. Now it's just to put people to get to know who you are. So that's why I asked this, you know, the question, you know, do you feel your music is seasonal? And I don't want your music to be seasonal.
No, it's not seasonal.
I want you to keep pushing out music in hopes that the right people would hear it, get with it, and be willing to put you out there. But you need to build your social media, straight up. Because I'm quite sure if we was to go on your social media, we ain't gonna see good big numbers. And unfortunately, this is what we're in, and I hate it, because I don't even have the big numbers to be a big influencer. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
But these are things to just touch on.
Yes.
But you're a product that could sell. Believe you me.
Amazing catalog.
Amazing
Amazing catalog.
I appreciate that. You know?
I just wanted to be very honest and frank.
No.
Listen,
Listen, as I said, you know, I've learned over the years to just like I said in my opening remarks, when someone make a comment about your current state, is not them knocking you, is that because they believe in you, you know. And
Definitely.
And that phrase has really stuck with me, you know, for a while now, and I'm embracing it. Just like I said, I'm before I blame anybody, I'm the person who's gonna look into myself, because like Michael Jackson said, if you want to make a change, you gotta look in the mirror. That man who looking back at you. So I'm not even scared of those things. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest.
I love to hear this.
Yeah. You know? I'm happy.
It's
you know,
refreshing to hear artists come in.
But
here.
I know if a person come and say, hey, Skarpyon, we want to put you on, you're not gonna be disappointed.
Definitely not. Absolutely
You know,
not.
I can speak from experience. I'm not going to be disappointed.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Because
So-
your range goes all over. Like when I say all over, meaning you could touch anywhere and it still sound fantastic.
Yes,
It
appreciate
won't be a waste of time. So it's a
course
good
not.
investment. So
Of
that's why I
course.
could speak on that.
Come on, man. Appreciate you guys much. Yeah.
You're welcome. Anybody you want to shout out before we head out?
Yeah, big up to Stamina Smurf. Is one of the young producers who I really admire, because he came to me couple years before. I didn't turn him down. I say next time, you know what I mean? And it's not because he wasn't good, it's just that it wasn't the right timing. You know what I mean? And persons who approach me, you know, at least to go on the music, it's just the right timing, you know what I mean? And you know, a lot of youngsters admire my work and admire me over the years, you know what I mean? And they take a page from my book in terms of my writing and how I write my music. So even though I may not be a big social media presence, you know what I mean? I'm social in real life.
In real life.
You know what I mean? And I think that why I say I'm an old soul, because I really do embrace that more than the social media. However, again, I'm willing to do what it takes, you know, for you to see me in my glory. You know what I mean? And you know, anything that I need to do to be out there on a better level. But I really appreciate, you know, as a Stamina Smurf, big up Kamal Archibald, who's been producing big music for me over the years. Hammond Kongs, Lip Pipe, Big Road, and so many hits that you guys didn't hear. Cherry Inns for my in my early stages in terms of music. Turn the Lights On Low songs that got signed. Adrian Bailey producing some of my top songs as well, and always a good friend, a good mentor. And big up my fans, you know. Big up Vincent and Public. Big up the other islands who know Skarpyon. They don't know me like the other artists, but they know my music. And big respect to you know, the DJs who play my music and who are Skarpyon fans and who believe in my product. You know what I mean? And big you up one time, because you know we've been friends for a long time. But this is my first time actually having an interview, because you know you always reach out to me about coming to the radio station, and I say, you know, it's my job to do that this time. So
listen, y'all need to give Shandy her St. Vincent cultural passport.
Facts.
Listen, give that woman the cultural passport.
You know what I mean?
She has done so much
I know.
for the culture in St. Vincent,
Facts.
and I
Thank you.
appreciate her
Facts.
for being a part of my team, because I've learned so much about St. Vincent.
Yes.
But thank you for coming through here.
Yes.
Thank you for being so transparent about how you feel and what you do about the music.
Right.
Because a lot of times I know when people are putting on a front.
Yeah, I'm not.
And the authenticity that we got today, I appreciate that.
Yeah, man,
It was
one
a
love.
breath of fresh air.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to give you an official invite.
Yes.
Labor Day weekend, we usually have like what should we call it? Extravaganza.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
Artists pass through, perform. We have
Perform,
food,
we
drinks,
have-
and all
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
So we want to invite
Got
you.
me in.
Yeah.
No
So-
pork.
No
Yeah,
pork.
no pork for me either. So we on the
Heavy
same
on the
page.
saltfish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Heavy on the saltfish.
brother.
Yeah. Listen,
Brother,
man.
maybe we cousins.
Yeah. Heavy on the saltfish. Yeah. And usually before I put my face in the bowl, I just
Jesus.
make sure you have enough oil.
And-
I just make sure you know moist in there. I don't like dry saltfish.
So you like sappy pilau or more? It have to be dry.
Pilau? Sappy?
Yeah.
Now, okay, so now, pilau is an art.
Ooh.
If it's sappy, then you need to go back to school.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't like wet
Because
pilau-
listen, I learned from the
pilau.
best. My mom cooked one of the best pilau.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I've learned from her. And then my grandma was a good cook as well. So
Big
I
up.
learned from them, and I'm a good cook.
So you like lentil peas or you prefer pigeon peas?
Pigeon peas.
Thank you. I just have
Because that's again, pigeon peas is tradition, because shell peas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That is Vincy, where people sit down as a little boy, you know, like shell peas.
Yep.
So that is cultural.
But some people say you're supposed to use lentil peas in your pill.
So
I say nah.
lentil peas for people who don't have no land.
And as somebody from town, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean.
It makes perfect sense.
That is for people who never walk in the mud, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm just saying, from my end, that's cultural for me.
Okay.
Pigeon peas, you know what I mean?
Oh, before we leave.
Yes.
How did you feel your overall Vincy Mass experience was this year?
This year was, I think the excitement was great because, of course, of the tragic situation last year with the hurricane. So people came out with a calmer and an open mind and a more willingness to participate and have a good time. So that's why there was no violence, there was no tense, it was more calm, because last year really shows people that we really don't have control over nature. And then, you know what I mean, and with that, I mean, people were disgruntled, but it's like, how could you be disgruntled at nature? You know what I mean? You have to, that is one thing you have to bow down to. And if you disgruntled at nature, you're disgruntled at God, because nature is God, you know what I mean?
Amen.
And culturally, how did you feel about the carnival overall?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, there we did not balance the culture in terms of music. They went to one particular pace.
Oh, power
and then,
at a certain point in time.
Yes, you know, and we need, as my Virgin was talking, we need balance. So we need a radio station that is as influential but has the capability to balance the music and not necessarily trying to prove a point or trying to force a point. You know, it makes no sense you trying to force a point, because at the end of the day, you are not the creators, you are just the players. So then do you realize that the other person is going to be disgruntled because you're not, they are raga soca singers, they are power soca singers, they are calypsos. So the culture is not you as a radio man. However, you use a highlight, use a window to expose the culture. So you have to have that within yourself, the balance of it. You cannot be, every DJ come on, it's just pace. No disrespect to pace. I'm just saying, balance it.
I
because
agree.
just like you can't have rain and no sun, God know for balance it. That's why God watch out the carnival last year. You know what I mean?
Back.
But so you give us opportunity to balance it, and we didn't balance it, you know what I mean?
So I would just say this though, do you feel, is it really the radio stations or the producers? Because we come from a culture where we know from Easter until mid-May, that is where you play raga soca.
I'm going, listen,
Right?
I thought you were going to say something wrong, but that's why I love you more, because brilliant. I love you. Say it again.
From Easter till mid-May is usually the period of raga
Alright, cool.
soca.
All right. Exactly. So now, me and a top producer had a conversation. No, that's how we start our carnival. We start out with the soap, so then it give us the opportunity for people to marinate the music and get us set in a mood. So then by the time, which is crunch time coming down, of course we hit the road and it's Juve and whatever, fast pace, but we already know the raga. But now we have seen again where raga soca come out, but then they start to push the energy early in the morning. So I'm just saying, where it goes back to education, because you have a lot of youngsters on the radio. Are you educated enough to know what the culture is? Me say something. A country who does not live on culture will always have their people accepting other cultures than
they don't
yours.
know their identity.
Exactly. So in other words, I didn't want to use perish because that was too biblical, you know what I mean? But in that sense, you have to know your culture, and this is the problem where we do not have an organized cultural template in St. Vincent and Grenadines. We do not have it.
We used to have it. We used to have
right.
it.
Yeah, hence the reason why you could say what you just say. And I was about to say that. I was waiting to hear what you want to say, and trust me, that made me love it more. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Right, to be honest. So then you know what's going on. All right, so we used to do that. But now we find that no, it is fast paced from February.
But then, I spoke to a producer who, because I said to him, I said, you're kind of not giving the raga, and he made great raga soca.
Right.
But he also made great power.
Right.
But the product that they pushed more was the power aspect.
Right.
And I turned to him and I said, we used to have this window. Why is it no one wants to, respect the window that we have there? Everybody's like, they want to push out the power to get that social media following.
Facts.
So they could get those bookings, which
Right.
I understand. But we are also, it goes back to what you said, the cultural aspect. Grenada knows their thing. Grenada is known for their job. St. Vincent has power soca and raga soca. Let's respect
raga
it. Yeah, firstly raga.
Right.
So let's respect the window. Let's give the artist the opportunity, because when we get down there, it's more power. Like when it comes to the heat of carnival, it's power. Nobody really. I bet you if we put up 10 raga soca songs, people might not remember who they are.
I did maybe 3 raga this year.
Yeah.
And everybody says, Skarpyon, what is it? Skarpyon. And no, it wasn't a fault of mine. However, I tried to use my social media to give my fans that. But you know what I mean? But as you said, we need to have knowledgeable people in the industry. That is why I said it is very important. People jump in it with a computer. You have no knowledge of where you're from. You have knowledge, and this is where we as I said, we get lost, because then somebody say, oh, this song is trending, and you play it. But you don't know the artist, you don't know where it come from, you just play.
Nothing, you just
know what I mean?
play
And
it.
then you play anything, and then you find now the influence in our music. Or I should say the music that's been played in the culture is from other places. No, don't get me wrong. This is not saying we don't want that. I'm just saying when it comes to Vince Mars, you have to know from point A to point B. You have to have a build-up of the festival. And with that being said, you have to cater for people coming in for the first time to St. Vincent.
Correct.
You have to cater for that aspect, tourism. You have to cater for what Vince is. That's why I say people know Job is Grenada. People did know Raga was St. Vincent because we were Raga Soca.
You were like, I would say the Raga Soca King,
right,
I would say.
Right. Yeah, we had it right. So we had the Raga Nation, you know what I mean? Yes, and so because I wear that title, I had a conversation yesterday about I have to do something to fix that. when it comes to Raga Soca.
Go link up with Hans. Go link up with
You know
Bongo
what I mean?
Prime. Y'all do something.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So.
And that's all I have to say. So you could run back your social media handles, and it was a pleasure having this conversation with you.
Of course it is.
Give us your social media handles so
Okay,
everybody
great.
can follow
So
you
it's
again.
Skarpyon_784, which is the Vinci code for the Instagram, and Skarpyon for everything else.
So you promise to do more social media that we could find
Yes, I promise.
Okay.
Skarpyon.
The musical Sting and beyond. Yeah, man.
Let's go out with some of your tunes, man. Let's go out with some of your tunes.
Thank you, Mama.
you. You're welcome.
Body's dancer. Rest in peace. Right in the party. Hey, that's where you left me. Hey, do you know how it feels like to lose someone so suddenly? It's the hardest thing. Even though you think you're strong and try your best to hold it in, it stays like rain. So I promise to celebrate your life the best way. With plenty drinks and food, music, friends and family. I wanna come in to break it down. I know you will be watching down. We will play your favorite song all day. Right in the party. Hey, relive your memory.
Woman for the woman, the pedicure, facial. Broken down about the friend go call racial. When come to girl thing, we no partial. A big girl for this carnival.
So leave me alone. When you see me, I'm the woman them. Leave me, I can't control. If I have too much is my problem. Just leave me. Woman, I love me woman. Woman, I love me woman.
When you see me walk in a session, when me start to wipe on a woman, don't come ask no question. What's her name or where she come from?
Outside of once you bend over, girl, your back heavy. Bend over, girl, your outside of once you bend over, girl, your back heavy. Bend over, girl, your back heavy. Money pon the ground like grass, me girl pick it up. Cell phone ring, but the job girl pick it up. No dirty money, clean money, pick it up. Bend over, girl, your back. She love the road. She say everything must be big, so big. Big speaker, big chop. She love the road. She say everything must be big, so big. Big speaker, big chop, big wheeler. Big road, 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 big road. Tell them this thing, man. We come to let down the pipe, let down the pipe, let down the pipe, let down the pipe. Just set your bucket, set up the bucket, your water bucket. Come set your bucket, bay water coming. I'm not your ex-man, I'm not the honor man, I'm not no Mako man. No way, I am the waterman, professional gun, even on a holiday. Hey. 'Cause when you get hot and thirsty, and your lips them get dry and wanty. Baby girl, set your bucket just in case the pressure bust it. When me come lay pipe, She go pose up in your face, that is it.
The #1 destination for Afro-Caribbean vibe. GMGT, where the culture lives. Broadcasting live to every corner of the globe. GMGT, where the culture lives.